Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chris Division here. Welcome to. It's kind of like a first ever for me, so I think I'm doing like a Monday night. WWE had like a Monday Night Raw. Also, I'm probably this is my first ever review on a Monday Night Raw on WWE, where I've seen some of the segments of the show, and it would be so that I might go over some of the parts, and I'll let you guys know what I think of it. So. Anyway, let's get started. So, as I come get this one out of the way. So we start off Monday Night Raw with Rhea Ripley returning and with Rhea Ripley coming back after 3 months of injury by Liv Morgan, and she challenges her for SummerSlam for the Women's World Title. And then Dominic tries to come out and make amends with Rhea Ripley after everything that he's been doing, which, unsurprisingly, Rhea Ripley did not want to hear any of it. I completely understand. I wouldn't blame her one bit if she. I would not blame her at all. So when we cut to the backstage room, and they're with with a and Dominic comes out with a black flower for Rhea Ripley, and then when she goes back to the room, there's more flowers in the Judgment Day clubhouse, and she slams the door and throws them out. And then we see Damian Priest coming, and, and he's just laughing about the whole thing. Like, I mean, come on! If he would have just listened to Damian Priest for once, when Rhea was away, this whole situation could have been avoided. Then we cut back to the Judgment Day clubhouse, and then with Ripley and Priest now in conversation with each other, she wanted to know what Carlito was doing in the Judgment Day clubhouse, and guess who had the idea to bring him in the first place? Dominic Mysterio. Oh well, of course. So then we see Sheamus. So after that, then we see putting Sheamus and then Bronson Reed putting on one heck of a battle with each other, which Sheamus won. After that, we had Pete Dunne, a former friend of Sheamus who'd been brawling Bruce with each other before everything fell out. He would ambush Bronson Reed, and then he would ambush Sheamus as well. So after that, stuff went down. So at Sonya Deville had her first ever match since she tore her ACL against Selena Vega, which she won, but before getting chased back. And after that, had like we had like Damian Priest and Gunther kind of taking shots at each other, comparing each other to like their different backgrounds. Damian and Gunther told Priest that he was watching his title reign so far, and then he doesn't been prestigious, as if. Okay. But they don't cut. They've been telling each other that they have not been cutting. They have not come from the same backgrounds. I've seen some of their video. I've seen some of the TV segments. Like, I've actually watched some of this on YouTube. Um, we see Gunther calling Damian Priest street trash, which, and then they're being a boring privileged moron. After that, which looks like things would have come to blows, Braun Strowman came out, which Damian Priest defeated before they actually did come to blows. So then we cut to the Drew McIntyre segment with CM Punk. So Pierce did remove him from suspension for just one episode, but the suspension is most likely going to go on because you guessed it, Drew McIntyre just couldn't keep his cool and just went on the attack like on throwing a huge on to throw a completely unhinged tantrum like a toddler. Like he just wanted to throw like a completely unhinged tantrum like a toddler who doesn't get his or her way before Seth Rollins comes out and attacks Drew. All he had to do, and Pierce actually asked Drew if he wanted the match with CM Punk, and all he had to do was say sorry, but then so that he can get his match, which he refused. Which is a really simple thing to do, but he still refuses. So what does he do? He go he so Pierce threatens Drew with going back to suspension if he doesn't, which then he attacks the two refs again, which has Seth Rollins coming out to save this the refs and Pierce, which actually makes sense considering the fact that Seth Rollins has had a pretty good relationship with Authority over the past few years with that he's been in the company, which actually makes sense. So after that, we've had Eric Rowan, which he gave a pretty heartfelt statement about what his life was like before in WWE with the Wyatt family, with Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, which unfortunately passed away. I give my heartfelt condolences to those two. And then and then he tells Uncle Howdy that Rowan gave him hope. So that's all he'd been asking for. And then after that, we had main event Jey Uso being Dirty Dom, which if you don't if for those who don't know about the build up of this, so basically Dominic was trying to make amends with Rhea Ripley, which Dame which Damian Priest confronted him with all the lies that he's been telling her. And of course, when when Damian Priest was mentioning that Dominic was the one who brought in Carlito to Rhea Ripley, he still continues to lie and say he's been trying to contact her all week. Even though he had 3 months to contact her, he lies about contacting Rhea Ripley. He lies about ending things with Morgan numerous times, and he still continues to lie right to her face. Which I don't understand. I really don't think there's going to be any sort of. Which I really do not think Rhea Ripley is gonna let this slide by any chance. So by then, so I think it's time that. So after that, we've had Chad Gable come out with Nation, or not really shocking at all. Feels that it was Bo Dallas, that was Uncle Howdy, even though everybody already knows that even though most everybody already knows, he probably got this information a little too late. He pretty much calls himself the Endless Intellect, but when you're attacking a leader of the Wyatt Six, I'm pretty sure his Endless Intellect could pretty much just ended right then and there. He went from Endless Intellect to a Death Wish. He went from an Endless Intellect to a Death Wish. So, and then finally, we've had Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov going at each other for the Intercontinental Champion, which actually was a really good fight. But of course, it ends in no count out because of Braun Breaker. He just couldn't keep his nose out of their business, and decides to attack them anyway. If you saw the speed that Braun Breaker has, it's absolutely unbelievable how fast this gimmick could actually run. But he comes from a wrestler family, Steiner's, where Braun Breaker is the son of Rick Steiner, which actually makes sense. So my final thoughts on Monday Night Raw tonight, I think it was pretty cool. I think it was actually really interesting with the storytelling. I think it was actually given multiple. I think we've had a bunch of solid matches. I think we've had really good storylines that really will continue to grow as we move forward to SummerSlam. So anyway, I just wanted to give my take on my first ever Monday Night Raw review. So if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Hope I'll maybe I might do one on NXT tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So anyways, yeah, I just want to give my intake on this on tonight's Monday Night Raw. Um, so we have had solid matches. We've had great storylines. We've had many. We've had Rhea Ripley return. We've had Sonya Deville return for the first time. We've had Eric. We had Bo Dallas coming out for the first time in I don't know how long. So anyways, so that's my intake on Raw. So I'll see you next time. I might do one in NXT. And don't forget to check out my Fortnite Battle Royale videos that have been out. Bye bye.